Hey guys, third fan of the night.
Third fan of the night.
Actually, want to move the thing a little bit closer since it doesn't need to be quite.
This?
Leave it where it is. It'll be better for the next video.
Looked okay.
So we have an R&M original
Original.
antique brass adaptaire that, as usual, I overpaid for. But I mean, they're not making them anymore.
Yeah, I know what I got.
I was gonna pass on this, and then another fan collector was like, "Are you crazy? It's antique brass." And I said, "Okay."
I honestly don't think I've seen an antique brass adaptaire. I see white ones for sure. I've definitely
I think this
seen
is
white
my
ones.
second antique brass adaptaire.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen an antique brass one before.
And this is in pretty good shape. It's not perfect. The brass is a little hit-pitted here and there, but it's in better shape than Manny.
Yeah.
And I think it runs really good. We'll find out pretty soon. I've never seen antique brass with pecan blades before. Normally you see antique brass with oak and then pecan with everything else. And I like pecan better, but I'm just so used to seeing the oak on the antique brass that it's throwing me off.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Anything else to say about it? I think it's 22450.
I can check.
Yeah, that's Rick's official job.
Yep, 22450.
And we know it. Okay, so this should be set to low. So let's see
Yes.
how it does in low.
As usual, R&M practice 2-speed.
Yeah. So one of my favorite childhood fans is the polished brass version. One of the few fans I prefer in polished brass in Ponderosa restaurants. Always had two of these. One right over the door and then one over the seating area.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a few pictures of those in the slideshows if anybody wants to see what that looks like. I actually have two of them out of a Ponderosa in the banana boxes, assuming
nice.
they didn't get ruined in the flood.
I mean, originals are hard to kill. I bet it's.
Yeah, the finish should be killed, but the fans.
Well, you
still
could
be
always
okay.
repaint them. I mean, I think,
Well, they're polished brass, but you could always paint them gold
Paint
or
them
paint them brown.
Yeah, I would just paint them brown at that point.
Yeah, that's not a bad low for these.
No, it's really not.
Okay.
So let's see. So we're at 1.24.
2.4. We can do all
Just
the.
moved 1.24 amps. 1.25, about 80 watts and half a power factor.
Half power. I'll take it high. Off high.
And we definitely should be doing reverse on this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Hauling ass and
Yeah.
freaking blizzard, or blizzard of a windstorm here. So 2.5 amps.
A little bit, just under 2.5.
Yeah, just under 2.5.
Which is interesting. I think the last one was just over.
162 watts.
We'll want to see if it's different in reverse.
Still half a power factor.
This is so I've talked about before that R&M originals are like K63s where there's a lot of variations. They're not like if you get Casablanca K55s are like more or less the same. But with these, like the range is all over the place.
Yeah. This you don't know what you're gonna get.
And this is another really nice one. It's so far silent. Some of these are noisy straight out the box. And it's real strong air mover. Some of these are a little slower. Yeah, this is another really good performing one, just like that polished brass one.
Mm.
Be curious to see if there's a discernible difference in performance.
Yeah.
The blade pitch will be a little different too, because they're not all exactly the same. I think in terms of I think the horseshoe irons are these. It's still stopped a little stiff.
I mean, for most of the originals I've seen, that's relatively normal, but... Alright, this part I'm looking forward to.
Okay, and back to low.
Alright, here's low in reverse. I think this might have been why Island fans were designed that way, because they picked up one that had reverse adaptair and they didn't know.
Or reversaire.
Reversaire, yeah.
You know the difference?
Well, a reversaire is just the irons, right?
Yep.
And the adaptair is literally the whole hub attachment.
Yep. And reversaire replaced adaptair.
Reversaire, you press them in and then rotate, if I remember right.
Yes.
And then the knob's a little bit easier
Yeah.
on adaptair, but I guess some people didn't like the...
I don't know. I think they were just figuring out a way to make it cheaper.
Yeah. This is probably... I think this is easier because you just flip the knob and no different than hitting a reverse switch, really. So 1.24 amps. I think that's exactly 79 watts.
I think that's about the same, yeah.
Half a power factor, yep. Go higher reverse.
The pitch is steeper in reverse, I believe. So I'll be very curious to see. It was 2.48. Interesting.
Less.
Was not expecting less. I was expecting more.
So it's 0.04 different. So 4 what?
0.03.
Oh, yeah. So 30 milliamps plus.
3.
3 milliamps. 158 watts and half power factor. Yeah, it's just bouncing off the ceiling, air movement wise.
Yeah, these are. I've always thought about putting an Adaptair in my living room.
That would not be a bad option. Honestly.
I would need it to be not plain. I'd want to probably do brown and brass with like an ornate bottom
you could
plate.
do one of those. Yeah, one of those.
I'd want it to be. I'd want to fancy it up somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe even cane blades.
Yeah. I really kind of wish I had an original hanging somewhere in my place. I just don't know where. The best place would be the front room, but I don't want to.
Yeah, take blender.
Then I would have.
Is it on low or high?
It's still set to high.
Okay, well, let's do the. Where do you think it's going to start on the test rig?
I think. Oh yeah, with these. So this is shaded pole, correct?
Yes.
Ooh. I'm gonna say 9.
Okay. I will say 10.
All right. I'm just gonna go through them.
Okay.
The.
Yeah, I don't do Pete's method, but I'm not against Pete's
this
method.
Is 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Dang, neither of us won.
Okay. Here's 11, 12.
Again, I think the bearings are still kind of stiff.
13, 14, 15.
Wow.
16,
Getting
17.
a lot more. Get going. Do me a favor. Hit the high switch, then back off. Just give it a little jump. Yeah. And then let it. I want to see how fast it goes now, because a lot of times with shaded pole, once
they're moving, it'll stay faster.
Yeah. And I think, again, I feel like this sat in somebody's shed for a while, because it has the signs of a fan that hasn't been installed or used in a long time. Yeah. And I really think it needs to sit with some WD-40 running through the shaft and the bearing, and I think it'll free up a lot better. Doesn't necessarily need to be running. It needs to. So do
you want me to go back down to a lower value now, or just?
No, we know where it starts.
Okay.
We can always try again later in the video and see if it's freed up some, but I don't think it's gonna be that different. I think
we're at 17 right now. Here's 18.
I think oil just hasn't gotten everywhere that it needs to get yet, and it may not get there for a while.
18, 19. 20. You could not use an 81220 and stall out.
No.
No metal control. Alright, here is 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27.
So there's actually a decent range of speed.
Yeah,
you just gotta start high.
You just got really high values, but it's not bad. Alright, here's 28. 29.
Did you bring that garbage can back inside?
No. It's outside full of soapy water still.
Oh.
Because I thought you didn't want me to dump it out there.
Dump it out in the driveway, just not in the grass.
Okay. I can do that.
I can do it too. I have this empty energy drink. I'm just gonna.
There's a little garbage pile by those empty WD-40s next to the globes. Yeah, that's actually about right where it is. Okay. We're at 30 right now, and at 2.35. So let's go to 31. $32.
Oh, we're getting close.
We're getting very close.
I bet you the next one's over. It's got to be.
We're already right on, I think.
Oh, it's climbing.
It's still climbing a little.
Hit the high switch. Let's just see. Noticeable difference.
So 2.48 is high switch, so we probably got like one more.
I think it goes over, the next one.
Yep.
Oh,
whoa,
quite a bit.
Over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Solid state or low?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, let's just do low.
Okay. See, it makes more sense to me to do all the decade and then But Pete likes to do it with it, which also makes sense. Again, I'm not criticizing his method. It's just different. Pete likes to do to run through the whole test and then change the speed. And then, like I said, they both make sense. When my mind is on decade.
Let's do decades. All right. So
where do you think it's gonna start this time?
I'm gonna say 8 now.
I'll say 9.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Budge is it gonna
I
keep
think
going.
12's gonna go.
What's interesting is Brian Hicks used to tell people to use a 13 if you wanted to add a low to these. I guess that was a safe value that wouldn't stall out no
I
matter
think
what.
That's probably a good.
Honestly, that's not half bad.
That's 12. Yeah, 12 would not be bad.
I would rather get it running a little freer and use a 10.
Yeah, that's already pretty fast. But this is a very reliable start one if you were worried about stalling.
Yeah.
All right.
What did it draw on low? 1.2, I think.
Something like that, yeah. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17.
I think we're over.
Oh, yeah, we're okay. So 7. Oh, wait a minute. 1.24. Oh, yeah, we're over. Okay, so yeah, so 16 is the size you can go, I think. Yep.
That's over too. 15's over.
That was this is 15. Yeah, no, so 15 is the size. Yeah, so no, that was 6. So yeah, 16 goes over. Okay. Now solid state. Go. Set the high.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed that we can't get the good range of speeds out of it, but again, it just, I mean, Rick looked at it from the top and saw that, like, there was some mild rust in the, like, on the rotor.
On the rotor, yeah.
So just like I said, I just think it's been sitting. The blades we needed to get some rust off the adapter arms before we could.
Where do we think it's, how do we think it's going to do? I'm going to say it's going to be living room quiet.
I'll say bedroom and hope.
All right.
It's not silent.
No. I'd say that's bedroom.
I would say that's bedroom.
That's really not getting any worse.
No.
Very
This
nice.
is a really nice performing.
Yeah, it runs nice. You just gotta let the oil work.
Yeah. Again, it's not about like some of these other ones where I talk about where you gotta let it run. No, in this case, the oil's actually got to work its way through the grooves in the shaft that are probably clogged up with years of oxidation and gunk, and it's just got to work its way through to clean out those. So
I'm gonna say big.
well, we know it's gonna be big.
I'm gonna say, okay. Let's. I'm gonna say it's gonna be up to 0.07.
Are you talking about difference?
Difference, yeah.
Okay.
Versus.
Just for my brain, can you? So it draws 1.48.
Yes.
So what do you think it's gonna draw?
So that would
And
be
Rush, what's the highest it's gonna come to?
1.55.
So no 2.
I'm sorry. 2 point. It was 2.54. I believe was full, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it's gonna go no higher than 2.52.
2.52. Okay, I'm gonna go quite a bit higher.
I'm 6.2. I'm sorry. 5.4 is where it draws. So 6.2. 5.62.
It
2.2.
It draws
2.54. Okay.
No, 2.48 on high.
I thought it was 5.4.
It was 2.45 on reverse.
Okay.
And on high downdraft, it was 2.48.
2.48. Okay. So adding 7 to that would be 2.55.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 6.5.
Okay.
But I think it's actually gonna be higher than mine. I was doing the Price is Right thing. Yeah.
Ooh.
See.
Man, yeah.
I wanted to do 2.8, but I was like, no, that's risky because
that would be going over. Yeah.
Let's see if I was right about remembering what the actual current draw was, because I was pretty sure. Yep. If it doesn't change from there, that's what I remembered.
Okay.
Because I was actually paying attention for a change. Ooh, nope, I was wrong. Nope, there it is again.
It's teetering and...
Yeah.
Okay.
Pete has a word for that. What does he call that?
A nose hair.
Well, yeah, he say no, but when it goes back and forth, he's got a word for it. We'll have to ask him next metal day.
Right. He does have a metalism for that.
That's true. Metalism. Yes. Okay,
All right.
got lots more fans. Keep watching.